I stopped dressing normal and started dressing like a rich woman. Not flashy, not over the top, just intentional. And I didn't expect what happened next. At first, I thought I understood what looking expensive meant. Better clothes, nicer outfits. But when I actually tried it, something still felt off. The outfits looked okay, but they didn't feel elevated. They didn't carry that quiet confidence I was trying to achieve. And that's when I realised, it's not about wearing more, it's about wearing less, but better. So I started paying attention to the small things I used to ignore. The way a blazer sits on the shoulders, the way trousers fall at the ankle, how fabric moves when you walk. Things I never really thought about before. And the first real change? Fit. Not tighter, not looser, just right. And that alone changed everything. Outfits I already owned started looking completely different, more refined, more intentional, like they were chosen on purpose, not just thrown together. Then I noticed something else, fabric. Because no matter how good an outfit is, if the fabric looks cheap, the whole look falls apart. So I started choosing pieces that felt different, slightly heavier, smoother, more structured. And suddenly, even the simplest outfits looked elevated. I also stopped overdoing things. No more excessive styling. No more trying to make every outfit interesting. Instead, I focused on making it clean, simple, put together. And strangely, that made a bigger statement than anything I used to wear before. At this point, something started to shift. Not just in how I looked, but in how I felt. I became more aware of my posture, the way I walked, the way I stood, even the way I carried my bag. Everything became slower, more controlled, more intentional. And then, people started reacting. Not in a loud or obvious way, but I noticed it. More eye contact, more attention, a different kind of respect. And it wasn't because I was wearing anything expensive, because I wasn't. That's when it really clicked. People don't respond to price, they respond to presentation. So I leaned into it even more. I started choosing outfits that didn't try too hard. Neutral tones, but deeper, richer ones. Clean silhouettes, nothing distracting, nothing loud. And the more I simplified, the more powerful it became. I also realised something important. Looking rich is not about perfection. It's about consistency. Everything working together, nothing competing for attention. At some point, I stopped thinking about the clothes completely and started focusing on the feeling. Calm, confident.
And the more I paid attention to it, the more obvious it became. It was never about owning more clothes. It was about understanding what actually works. I started noticing things I used to ignore. How some outfits looked good, but didn't feel right. And others felt effortless, without trying too hard. That difference is everything, because when something fits right, when the fabric moves well, when the look is clean and intentional, you don't have to do anything extra. Speaks for you. And that's what I think most people miss. They focus on trends, on buying more, on doing more. But real style? It's quieter than that. It's in the choices you make, what you keep, what you remove, what you repeat. And once you understand that, getting dressed becomes easier, not harder. You stop second-guessing, you stop overthinking, and you start showing up differently. And honestly, that's the part one didn't expect. This wasn't just a wardrobe change. Changed how I carried myself, how I walked into rooms, how I felt in everyday moments. And that kind of shift goes beyond clothes. So if you've been feeling like your outfits are almost there, but something is missing, it might not be what you think. Try simplifying. Try being more intentional and see what changes. Now I want to know, which look stood out to you the most? The structured, polished styles, or the softer, more effortless ones? Tell me in the comments. I really love to know. And if you enjoyed this kind of transformation, stay with me, because I'm going deeper into this, testing what actually makes a difference, what works, and what doesn't. And the next one might surprise you even more.